All right, y'all. What's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back to your favorite WMMA show. Hashtag CB99 Talks, episode 165. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Yo, Marcus Bell. Yo, Sergio. What's up? What's going on, man? I was going to jump on yesterday again. I started to come on a little bit earlier because, we had a lot of stuff going on again, a bunch of fights to talk about. And it was a lot of fight news dropping last week. So I said, you know what? I'm going to get on live. But I was busy. I was busy. And by the time I looked at the clock, I was like, nah, I ain't gonna make it. So here I am on a regular time schedule for a change. Good to see y'all. Good to see let's see, got about 80 y'all in here right now. So yeah, we here. We here again, man. Not a bad weekend of fights, man. Pretty good. Pretty good. I enjoyed the weekend. I hope y'all did. Sergio said Dakota's the real deal. Yeah, starting back with Friday, man. I was watching a bunch of stuff. There was still some fights I ain't even watched, man. Like, Cage Fury had some, stuff going on, and what else? LFA had a main event going on. I had to go back and watch that. I was really focused on the the PFL card. I really wanted to see what was going on with that. Clostrom said, "What's up? What's going on, man? Yeah, I got a lot of rain out my way as well. I still had to make some errand run some errands and do some quick runs and got soaked today. But I've been home for most of the day now because it's just been on and off. So we had a bunch of fights going on, man. I hope y'all got a chance to catch them though, because this PFL tournament is getting interesting now, man. It's getting interesting. But before we talk about that one, because I know that might take up some time, because I know some of y'all might want to go in on me or go in with me about Dakota. We always be bumping heads with I don't know. We just be bumping heads with Dakota right now. But I'm seeing some things in her, but I know some people like to jump ahead. But I'm gonna stand my ground on what I think. But we'll get to that. This was a good fight, though. I got to go to this, man. LFA. There was a strawweight main event. I don't know if y'all saw this. Natasha Kusatina versus Bruna Ellen. Most of y'all already know who Bruna Ellen is, but some of y'all hardcore fans probably know who Natasha Kusatina is, man. She I think she trains out of American Top Team. She's a judoka, Russian, I believe. Yeah. And she's trained with a lot of different fighters. I know I think I've seen her roll with like Kayla Harrison. She's a strong fighter. She comes from that judo background. I think she's already like in her mid-30s, and she just jumped into MMA like a year ago. Did y'all know that? Yeah, this girl just jumped into MMA just like a year ago, if y'all haven't seen her. But y'all might remember her if y'all remember the Invicta FC fight with Fatima Klein, fighting a little blonde girl. I know most of y'all probably remember it now. Fatima Klein handed her first loss. I think they both were like 2-0 or 3-0 at the time. And Fatima Klein pretty much, Sergio, she pretty much mauled her. That's exactly what I was going to say. Fatima Klein pretty much mauled Natasha, and that was understandable. Natasha just got into the game. That was her second fight. She was just making her transition to MMA. Coming in with judo, she had little success against Fatima. Fatima much more stronger and bigger at the time. And I think her striking was better. But since then, Natasha's had, let me see, like 4 fights, and she's won an interim belt with LFA. And through those 4 fights, leading up to the 5th fight against somebody, like a Bruna Ellen, she put on a dominant performance, man. Like, shout out to Easy E. This is his girl. Bruna Ellen is his girl. I mean, I know he loves some Bruna Ellen, and I like Bruna Ellen as well. For y'all that don't know, she's from mostly Bellator. She's been fighting for Bellator since, I think last time I said like 2016. She's been with Bellator for almost 8 years, and she's always kind of had an up and down career. And she's one of them fighters that I won't say it's like Montana Del Rosa, but sometimes she'll show up, sometimes she won't. She has her strong suits, but sometimes she's just not there. I don't really think she has like a solid ground game, and that's why she got dominated in this fight. I kind of thought she might have been able to outstrike Natasha, but Natasha was outstriking her, man. If y'all go back and look at this fight, I mean, Colostrum, if you like ground fighters, this judoka right here, I mean, she was putting hands on Bruna Ellen. Bruna Ellen had no answer really, like for anything she was bringing. I thought, Bruna Ellen would have maybe landed some bigger shots, maybe landed something to maybe rock this girl, but no, man, like footwork, takedowns, clinches. I mean, them head tosses. Y'all remember that Montserrat Ruiz and Cheyenne Valismas fight? There was moments like that in this fight. If you seen Montserrat Ruiz and Cheyenne Valismas fight, there was moments where Bruna Ellen was getting tossed around like that. It was funny. It wasn't funny. I'm just saying it was funny because like Natasha, she was just, leading on these rounds, just dominating and out striking and outworking her. Then she would end the round with like a big head toss, and then she would just like hold Bruna Ellen in a headlock and just be punching her in the face. I thought like the referee was gonna stop it at one point, but he let it play out like a number of times. I mean, Bruna was never really like hurt or done throughout this fight, but it was almost like, I won't say embarrassing, but when you look at a fighter like Bruna Ellen, who's been in the game for so long, you would have thought she would have had an answer for that. You really would have thought she would have an answer. Like one point she tried to get the back of Natasha, but it didn't do any good. It just didn't do any good. I think Natasha, she's been covering all grounds. Like her grappling's gotten better, but the way she uses her judo is smart. Like when she tosses you, she's just not holding you in the headlock. She's punching you in the face too, and then when she clinches you on the cage, she's punching you in the face. She had, she had Bruna Ellen clinched to the cage one time. It was just teeing off like 10 unanswered shots to the face, and there was really nothing like Bruna Ellen had for her. So I was impressed. I was impressed by what this new strawweight on the come up is doing. Close from I watched it. I like her, but the way she go for the head toss, she exposes her back. That's not good, especially against another good grappler. Yeah, I think she'll work on that. But I think she knew Bruna Ellen really had no ground game. And, she was willing to risk it. But I know she did it against Fatima Klein a few times. But, Fatima Klein, yeah, she's better at jiu-jitsu. And, Fatima Klein could have submitted her a number of times. But even then, like, I thought Natasha did well getting out of those opportunities. But, yeah, I was impressed. Mark said Natasha had Bruna looking like she didn't belong in that cage. I know, man. Like that's why I was like, this can't be her. I was like, is this really Bruna Ellen? I was like, who is this? Who is this getting dominated like this, man? Like this ain't funny right now. But what I saw, if you look at all 5 rounds, I had it 50-45. What did you have it, Marcus, or Colostrum? I know y'all pretty much had it the same. I think there was like one round they tried to give her. I was like, nope, I have a 50-45. I saw the first round, Natasha just working her, dirty boxing her, capping around for takedowns. Second round, she was kneeing Natasha to the body, just out striking her. Third round, Bruna tried to get her striking going, land a few body shots, but then she let that judo toss come in again. Just got on. Fourth round, she looked like she wanted to turn it up, but she really didn't have anything. Natasha was hitting with a check left hook too. I was like, oh man, this is kind of embarrassing, man. This is really embarrassing. Bruna just got roughed up. She just got roughed up all the way to the end. I thought cardio too, man. Cardio was looking amazing on Natasha, man. I'm not trying to overhype her, but for somebody that was moving around on her feet the whole fight and throwing a lot of strikes and doing everything, I thought she just stuck to a good game plan and she had it going. Then she tossed her again one more time in the round, So yeah, I had a 50-45. And yeah, I think the UFC better hurry up and sign this one. This is one I'm gonna say, yeah, it's time to go ahead and sign her. She won a belt, an interim belt, and she defended the belt. She's only had one loss early on, and she is 35. She is 35, and after this fight, she said, "I'm ready for the UFC to sign me." So I think it's time to go. Let's go. 35 years old. Won a belt, defending it. and seems to be getting smarter with every fight. And I think honestly, she would be a step up than some of the people they have signed lately. Some people they just grabbed and just said, "All right, let's go." You know, yeah, I actually think I've seen some good improvements in her. So yeah, I think it's time to sign her. Maybe her and Fatima Klein get that rematch back at some point if they ever get ranked, right? So yeah, I see her as a future of the division right now. But we'll see. We'll see. Zay returns. What's up? He said, honestly, Natasha should go to the UFC as let's see who she can possibly still fight in the LFA. I don't even know who the strawweight champion is because she's an interim champ for LFA. I don't even know who the full-on strawweight champion is anymore. I forgot. So if she's not going to fight that fight, like I said, her at 35 years old, it's time to go. It's time to go ahead and get her in there. Give her Jan. Yeah, yes, sir. Just she ain't getting any younger right now. Who's a good UFC debut matchup for her? Honestly, man, I would give her let me see. With how good she's looking, I would give her Loma. Let's do it. Go ahead and give her Loma. Go ahead and give her Loma Labuni. Let's start this thing off right. It's a danger, but at the same time, it's somebody that has striking and improved wrestling. I say Loma Labuni for a first fight. Hey, Fatima Klein went in there against Jasmine, right? She showed good spirit. I think that Natasha versus Loma, that's a good fight. I think she has the IQ. I think she has the IQ and the maturity to handle a fight like that. Let's see. Natasha's about 5'3", 64.5-inch reach. I mean, she's strong. That's a good fight. Natasha versus Josephine Knudsen. Yeah, I think I would do that too. Or maybe I would do that as well. Yeah, I would do that. Oh, Victoria Dudakova, man. Dudakova. Oh man, I'm gonna go with Natasha by mauling, by murder. And I'm just playing. No, seriously though, Natasha seems like she fights with a better head on her shoulders than what I've seen from Victoria. Like even of course, UFC for Victoria. I thought Victoria was okay, but there was still some things I needed to see worked out there. But yeah, Josephine Knudsen, that's a good fight. Loma's a good fight. I love to see any of those fights. Zay Return said, when is Natalia Silva fighting? Hey, what day is Natalia Silva fighting, y'all? I know she's fighting Andrade, but it's this month, right? It's not this weekend. But let me check. Hold on real quick before we jump to the next one. September 7th. It's next month. She fights in a month. Yeah, she fights September 7th. So we're a month away from that fight. Dudakova had a good left hook. Yeah, she had a good left hook. Yeah, she had a good two-piece in that fight. Is Natasha ready for Denise Gomes? I mean, with her movement, because Denise Gomes can bang, but she does, if you're not standing in front of her, which I think she's not going to be doing. I think Natasha has the right approach on how to fight her. Does she have the chin to take the shot? I don't know, but I think she has the cardio to draw Denise Gomes out, and she's got the movement down. The way she stays moving, I mean, she's got it down because that's what Angela Hill did. So I think she could win that fight. She could win that. I think she has the tools to win it. It's all in how she executes it, though. But since you bring up Victoria, man, well, let me hold off on that. I was just kind of clicking through some fights. Hold on. Let's see. Let's keep it on Friday here real quick. Let's go to this real quick, man. But yeah, I think Natasha definitely, she's going to get signed. I think we'll see her signed by the end of this year. Maybe have an opponent named for January, or she could get a fight. She said, I'm ready to go. She said, I'm ready to go. So she could have a fight by December. Who knows, right? But she will be signed by the end of this year. All right. So PFL, what did y'all think of these fights? What did y'all think of Tyler Santos and Dakota Ditcheva. First off, like I said, the Liz Tyler fight, I knew it was going to be close. I leaned towards Liz first time. I did go with Tyler as my final pick, but I'm not really sure that she won it convincingly. I mean, is that just me? Like, who else feels like Tyler Santos kind of got a gift here? Kind of got a little bit of gift here. I thought Tyler had some of the better damaging shots, but I thought Liz had a good leg kick. I thought Liz Carmouche had a hard leg kick and was doing some damage with that leg kick. Tyler had better work on her takedowns. Yeah, she better, man, because I didn't see a monster in this fight. Sergio said Liz ain't do anything. I thought she did enough. Like, it wasn't as like dominant as some people felt. Yeah, exactly, close. It was super close. Liz not doing anything. Liz was landing some hard leg kicks. Liz was one pressing the action, you know. Liz one got takedown. Liz got 3 takedowns in this fight and landed some good damaging leg kicks, had some cage pressure time. She had the work in. She had to work in to make this thing competitive. I mean, you had 2 judges, you know, like the AI scoring they do, plus like the commentators, you know, they give their picks. So 2 was for Tyler and 2 was for Liz. It was close. I mean, we could pull this fight up now and I'll show you some good highlights. I'm telling you, man, like, this is coming from somebody that picked Tyler too. You know, I thought she did enough. Tyler Liz was super close. Yeah, Liz is a tough fight to deal with. Like, if Liz is thinking up the joint, Sergio, why didn't Tyler dominate? Why if she's that bad of a fighter, why was Tyler not able to get her out of there? That's the question. Like, if Liz is that bad, why are people not getting her out of there? You know, she still got something. Liz did a lot of smart things as far as trying to get control, but of course, like, when it came down to it, neither one of them did really step out of the box. Like, to me, Tyler had power. She landed the more impressive shots when she did, but she was holding back herself. Like, she didn't really land them damaging shots till like second and third round. She should have been going for those early. You know, I wasn't seeing a jab from Tyler. Tyler was one backing up the whole time here, you know. So had maybe Liz did a little bit more besides just the leg kick, yeah, she probably could have really you know, sealed the decision. But what I take away from Tyler is, you know, I think she has power still. You know, I think she has power. Liz looked like she got hit with one of those heavy lunch boxes. Yeah, she did. She got hit like 2 times with it in both rounds, second and third. Like, I still think, yeah, Tyler has power. Tyler's got power. It's convincing power, but it's only when she lets it go. And I still think that her ground experience is there, and she uses it well, but sometimes she lets fighters crowd her too much. Like, I don't know if that's just me, but I think Tyler lets people crowd her too much. Like, she doesn't really dominate with her strength. You know, we see Tyler is a big, strong flyweight. But it seems like to me, like, if you compare her and Manon, like, you see Manon, when Manon does like cage fight, she'll press more and use her strength more in these girls. Sometimes I see Tyler's back to the cage a little bit too much. And I mean, in the Valentina fight, you know, when she would get on the inside, she was using it more. Then, like, I don't know, like, has it been since that fight? Has she kind of changed? You know, did she kind of change that or something? Like, even in the Jenna Bishop fight, I thought she might have, you know, would have pressed Jenna to the cage a little bit more. Shoot, you saw Dakota do that, right? Like, when Dakota was on the inside after she got up from the big takedown from Jenna Bishop, you know, Dakota reversed Jenna Bishop to the cage and, kind of winded out Jenna Bishop some. So I thought that, Tyler Santos would have did that a few more times and maybe got her out of there. But sometimes, I think, Tyler makes a fight harder than it needs to be. I think she does. I think she makes a fight harder than it needs to be, and I think that that's going to be a downside there, like even going back to the Valentina fight, like that was a fight. Yeah, I could have said, okay, yeah, I give her the nod, but there were areas where she just left them too questionable. Like when you this big and this strong, you got somebody on the ground, start hammer fisting. What was Mackenzie Dern doing to Loopy whenever when she couldn't execute the arm bar? She was holding the arm, but she couldn't fully extend. So she over there cracking Loopy in the face, right? She cracking Loopy in the face with one free hand. So, she's trying to stay ahead. So I just think that Tyler sometimes is more position, not even submission over position, but sometimes when she's in position, she's just kind of buying time, just laying there. Closum said Tyler is stronger than Dakota, but she better not gas out. Yes, she's stronger, but again, I don't see her always executing. And yeah, like stronger, but gas tank wise, we might have to look at Dakota there. Tyler did better boxing up Liz. Tyler did better boxing up Liz than Jenna. Yeah, I thought Tyler Santos did land some straighter punches, and she landed some better shots. But Jenna, yeah, she was successful at times. She was hitting Tyler with some good shots. She was. Closman said Dakota will probably beat Tyler, but I stand by that. Dakota had an easy road to the finals, while Tyler had to work by fighting tougher opponents. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. I mean, not many people stand with me on that. I gotta talk about that because not many people stand with me when I say that. They think I'm hating, but I'm not. I like watching Dakota fight, but it's like, why is she fighting the number 4 while the 2 and 3 fight? Why is she fighting everybody that's coming in off of L? Sergio said, I worry for Santos midsection. Those knees by Dakota are vicious. Yeah, man. The body work of Dakota is vicious, man. Liz, having a tough fight with Liz, you can learn from it. Like Tyler, I won't really say that this is totally a bad thing. It's going to make her look exposed against Dakota, because Dakota's a different fighter. Because, Liz is going to come in with more of a different game plan. She's coming in mixing it up. Sometimes she'll clinch, cage wrestle, take you down. Sometimes she's throwing kicks. Liz kind of brings a different rhythm of a fight, where Dakota, we know what she's going to stick with. That's why Tyler is going to have, I think Tyler is not going to have an easier time with Dakota. Heck no. She's going to have to, but she'll have, I think she can come up with more of a set game plan against a Dakota, whereas Liz is going to mix it up with more, more experience in different areas. So I think Tyler, looking bad in that fight, isn't necessarily going to tell us how she'll look in the Dakota fight. But there will be some areas like defense now where you see if Liz can hit her, if Liz is hitting her with leg kicks and some punches, then Dakota might have that success, So I'm not mad at the decision. No, like, Tyler got it. Like I said, there's just some things they were scoring, because I saw some of them right hands busting Liz's nose open in the third. So I was like, okay, maybe they're going to score those for. Paul, what's going on, man? What's up, Six? So, yeah, we got Tyler moving on. I just hope that she tightens up. I hope that they get some. They really need some better boxing trainers. I wonder who she trains with. Does anybody know who Tyler trains with as far as like her boxing coaches now, her Muay Thai coaches? I know she used to work with, her last team, we all know how that business deal went and everything, not getting paid. Marina Rodriguez was in that camp too. So that was a plus, because, she had a good striker, Muay Thai fighter to work with. But now it's like, who's some of her better fighters? She comes from a Muay Thai background, so it just seems like I haven't really been seeing enough improvements to make me say she's going to just go in here and wash Dakota. That's the thing. Sergio said, I think Tyler's going to be very patient like she did with Val. hope she's not over patient. You know what I mean? Like, I hope she's not going to be in there giving away rounds, because Dakota's going to be measuring and Dakota's going to be throwing. Zay said, fighting no competition is going to be tougher for Dakota in the long run. Oh yeah, for sure. I wish we could have seen Dakota against a better opponent, then we could know how she'd go in deep waters. Yeah. Looking at Dakota's fight. Yeah, let's look at Dakota real quick here. That's why I say, some people quick to jump on and say, oh, you're hating on a fighter. But no, like, everybody knows, like, if you're a hardcore fan and you just seen certain fighters on their come up in the past, and you say, oh, okay, this person's fought some good people. Or, okay, you've seen this person tested, or, oh, okay, this is what this person needs to work on, and then boom, you see them make those improvements, and then boom, they're top 5. Next thing you know, they're champion. Then you're like, okay, that person put in the work. Like, I'm not necessarily saying Dakota's not going to be a champion, but we can all agree that she hasn't necessarily been in there with the best fighters to make us say, to make us think differently whenever people say, oh, like, why are we calling her hype train? Well, not necessarily calling her the hype train, but or putting her down as a fighter. It's more so the matchmakers, like, people are looking at this tournament. So when they see, let's say, go back to Jenna Bishop and Chelsea Hackett, like, when Jenna first beat Chelsea Hackett, people were thinking that fight was going to happen next, right? Dakota and Jenna should have fought then, right? Not after Jenna loses, right? Because Tyler, when she wins her fight, she's got to fight the tough fight. She's got to fight the tough fight. Same with Liz. When Liz beats Conor Watanabe, she's got to go on and fight Tyler next. So while everybody else is kind of weeding out the tougher fights, she gets another finish over somebody that lost, right? So that's what I'm saying. That and, like, I guess you're saying too close from, yeah, like, that makes the road a little bit easier, right? When everybody else is kind of, taking on the tougher weeds, you get to walk on down the path. It's easy, right? You get a little bit of easier path, while everybody else is getting stuck with thorns and getting tied up in weeds, getting poison ivy. She just got to clip through a couple of paths and boom, she's there. Now again, she's working hard, I'm sure, right? She's working hard. That's why these fights are looking easy too. But part of it is the matchmaker's job to put her in there with an easier fight, because they are still putting her in there with people that have to make her look good, because it's still a business for them, right? So that's how I see it. I think Dakota is strong, good, powerful, exciting to watch, but it gets even more exciting when you put her in there with the better fighters. You know what I mean? Like, when you put her in there with the winners, when you put her in there with somebody that's a real threat, that's when people really start to root for their favorite fighter, right? Because we just watching them fight and beat the same people or beat people on a losing streak. It's like, okay, it's fun, but hey, what else you got? It's like giving somebody yeah, I don't really like call people cans, but it's just giving them the easy work, and boom, they run through it. It looks fun to watch the first few times, but then, like, you still want some questions answered, especially when this is the fight game. People want to know, like, can this person go 4 or 5 rounds? Can this person survive on their back? Like, how strong is she? So just said she needs Dakota to come out and counter wrestler. Okay. She's going to gas if she makes it high pace and risk getting knocked out. Yeah. 6 said Tyler has no fight IQ. She's an instinctive fighter. Yeah, that's what makes it hard for, man. Like, fighting off instinct. She gets in these situations and she gets out of them good because, yeah, she fights off instinct. Like, she's hard to submit. Tyler's never really in trouble of getting submitted. Her ground game is on point because, she's just instinctive like that. Like, that's why her jiu-jitsu is so good too. She's like able to get out and just read her opponent. But starting from scratch, like in a round 1, it's hard for her to decide what to do. She fights off what her opponent's going to do, and I think that's why she fights to the level of her opponent sometimes. That's a good point, 6. Like, she'll fight to the level of her opponent depending on what they bring, and that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. You got to come in with your own plan, and you got to dominate when you see that opportunity, and you got the strength to do it. You got to dominate. Colossus said Dakota was wrong for disrespecting Jenna and her team like that. Yeah, it's gone to her head a little bit. It's gone to her head a little bit. Even like, shushing the crowd. I mean, like, technically you didn't really shush the crowd. I mean, I will say Dakota did beat a good opponent in Jenna Bishop, because Jenna is a fighter that I would say should have been signed to the UFC. This is her best opponent, and she finished her in one round. So that is good. But again, technically, you still fought the number 4. You still hadn't beat anybody that won in the tournament. That's all I'm saying. You still haven't beat anybody that won in the tournament. That's why I'm just telling people, like, we still got to see something. And Tyler Santos is going to bring that test. Now, if she beats Tyler Santos, of course, then we'll definitely talk and say this is a fighter that needs to be in the UFC now. She's been racking up a lot of wins now, whereas some, they rack up 5, 6, 7, and then they go into the UFC, and then they start getting their competition there, and that's where we really start to gauge them. Like, pre UFC, of course, is what catches my eye. That's when I start saying, oh, so and so looks like a threat, or this person would be good in the UFC, But to really be tested, they got to be in the UFC against some good competition. But since Tyler is a former UFC fighter and she's made it to the top here, and Dakota's able to get her out of there, yeah, for sure. Then, yeah, I'll definitely say, yeah, okay, Dakota's ready. She's ready to jump in there. Dakota, UFC ready if she beats Tyler Santos. Because why? There's a lot of girls in the UFC that could beat Tyler. Tyler didn't lose until she got to the top against the Aarons and the Valentinas, right? So, if she's able to do that, then yeah, I'll definitely say, if she does this in dominant fashion, yeah, I'll definitely say, okay, yeah, Dakota might can skip the line. Like, that's my question. What do y'all think? Like, I think we already know after seeing her beat Jenna Bishop. Let's say what something happens, something freak that happens, and Tyler can't compete, and that's it. Dakota can't go anywhere else now, and she chooses to leave her let's just say she just had a bad fallout with PFL now and chose to go to the UFC. Could she go? Of course, yeah. She could have went before the Jenna Bishop fight. She could have went before that. I would have thought, yeah, but I would say, okay, there have been some good fights for her, some good competitive fights. But now knowing that she could beat Jenna, who, like I said, should be in the UFC, I think she could beat her. Because, there's some girls, that just lost that I think were premature. So girls like Ivana Petrovic, they were signed a little too soon, but at least Dakota does have a resume to go by. But I would still feel like she had to work her way up, So, yeah, even before that, yeah, or even now, I think she's ready to go there. But let's say if she does beat Tyler in dominant fashion, I would say she could probably skip the line and, go ahead and take on a ranked opponent. Like, what do y'all think? Like, if she beats Tyler in this PFL tournament, could she go ahead and fight a ranked opponent in the top 15 of the UFC? I would say, yeah. Because this is what I've been waiting for, just waiting to see her in there with better competition before I jump the gun. I'm not one to say, oh, she's the best in the world. Based off of what? When you get these wins like this, then yeah, we'll start talking. Dakota versus Manon, yeah, it's a good fight. That would be a good fight. That would be a good fight. Like, if she beats Tyler, like, and you know what, like what I saw her do, and what I think she's capable of doing, like, to a fighter who doesn't really fight off their IQ, like Six was saying, an instinctive fighter. You could go ahead and put her in there with Viviane Araújo like that. Somebody like that, like, get her ranked. Like, if Dakota was to beat Tyler here and wants to sign to the UFC, I would go ahead and put her in there with Viviane Araújo. You put her in there, I think she would go ahead and get ranked. Colossus said if she beat Tyler, Dana would definitely offer her a good contract. Oh yeah, yeah, I think so. Because I think definitely if you put her in here with somebody like Tyler and you win, it's similar to like Kayla Harrison's situation. Like, Kayla's gonna go for a ranked opponent because she's done all her groundwork at PFL. So now we got to really see how good she is. Moonlight said, "Who would you match her with in UFC?" I would put her in there with Viviana Araujo first. I would definitely put her in there with Viviana Araujo, somebody like that first. Yeah. Sergio said Manon ain't losing at 125. No, I don't think she's losing right now. Zama said Manon. Oh, we ain't even talking. He talking crazy again. This dude, he ain't even on this. Oh yeah, this the simp train we talking about. When Zaman comes in talking about, he ain't gonna give us no facts. So I can't with you, man. Yeah, lower 15, lower 15. Lipsky, or I would say Viviana Araujo for something stands out to me. I would put her in there, somebody like that. Pine K said, unpopular opinion, I don't think Dakota would fare well against the top 6. Okay. I mean, if you see something I don't, yeah, for sure, tell me. Because right now, like I'm saying, if she does beat Tyler, I could see something there. I could see something in her that would definitely get her a win against the top 6. Definitely. Because let me see. Chikagan, that would be an interesting fight. Chikagan, yeah, that would be interesting. Let me see. By the way, Tracy Cortez is training with Valentina. Because I think Dakota would win against Casey O'Neill, and I think she would win against Jasmine. So I would go ahead and start her off like it. I would start off at like 9 or 10. Because Viviana Araujo is number 9. Yeah, I would go ahead and start her there. Like if she can beat a former contender in Tyler Santos, yeah. Moonlight says, who do you think wins Dakota versus Viviana Araujo? I probably would go with Dakota, probably by decision, because I think her cardio and her striking IQ might give her trouble. Zay says Dakota says she could beat everybody in the UFC. Yeah, that ain't happening. Oh, Jasmine beats Aaron. You think so? I don't know about that. I don't think so. I laugh at it because Jasmine called her out. That's all. I was just laughing because she called her out. Moonlight says, how does she do against Macy? That's a good fight. I don't know. Macy's dangerous in that clinch, man. Like Macy Barber is a monster. Like, when it comes down to just her like leveling up when she gets hurt too. That would be a good fight. Yeah, that would be a good fight. Macy Barber style wise, Aaron is a little bit different, but I think Macy would be a tougher fight for Dakota. That would be good. That would be a good fight. Yeah, you can't run into shots like that. I'm gonna tell you right now, you can't run into shots like that. And as they said, we haven't seen Dakota's chin tested. No, we haven't. We haven't really seen like her full on ground game tested either, man. River Rat said Loopy killed my parlay. I don't understand how and why she lost that fight. We're gonna talk about that fight. Why'd you pick Loopy, man? Who in here picked Loopy? You picked Loopy? We're gonna talk about that fight here in a minute. Don't worry. We're gonna talk about that in just a second. I don't think anybody did pick Loopy on this one, man. Like, I think everybody pretty much said. I think we all said Dern was going to win this one, right? But yeah, I think Dakota definitely is looking like a UFC level signing. Not no champ or contender yet. I want to see her sign. I definitely want to sign because after beating Bishop. And after looking at Tyler Santos' last performance, that is a chance for her to get in there. And once you get in there like that, beating Tyler Santos, that pretty much is like fighting a ranked opponent, your first ranked opponent from the UFC. And then once you do that, yeah, she can get a ranked opponent from there, you know? So questions will be answered in this fight. And I'm going to talk about it again. You know, we're going to talk about this thing before it happens, but should be a good fight. Tyler just got to be on her game as far as her defense, man. And really, when I say defense, not really like just her chin, but that too, man, because I don't know, like if Tyler let her face heal by just being natural and maybe not having surgery, you know, that thing could be tenderized again, you know, by her eye socket, you know, her orbital bone. And what I mean, like I said this in my other video too, when I was talking about the body attack, man. These girls aren't really, they got to condition that body, man. Tyler already got abs, but she's got to make sure her body's really conditioned for the body attack of Dakota. You know, Dakota's body attack, you know, it's hard, man. It goes hard. She throwing nice left hooks to the body. She throwing some nice knees to the body, and she knows where to hit people. Kind of reminds me, you know, you look at boxing, like them dudes like Chavez or Roy Jones, when they go to the body and those guys ain't ready, they go down, you know. So when somebody focuses on the body like that, she better have that medicine ball. They better be doing 1,000. I know it's like, how many sit-ups did Floyd say he used to do? No, Zab Judah said he learned from Floyd to do like over 5,000 sit-ups after taking body shots from him. You got to do like up to 1,000 to 5,000, something like that. I know Mike Tyson used to do that many sit-ups, but that's the sit-ups that you need, man. Whenever you get your behind in there to get some body punching, man, you got to be up in the thousands. So that body's got to be well conditioned to fight Dakota. So that's like the number one thing I would say for her right now. That's the number one thing I would say for Tyler, is to make sure her body is well conditioned and to make sure that her gas tank is good, you know. But it's gonna be good. Oh, BJ, what's up, man? Yeah. Tyler was hitting Liz hard. She was hitting Liz hard. But and then she would go back on the back foot. BJ said Dakota don't seem to have power in her hands. Oh yeah, she got some power, man. She got some power. She got some power in the body, man. Did you see her drop Chelsea Hackett with the body shot? Again, that's the competition she's fighting, but still, Joshua, what's up? He said, do you think if Dakota loses, she should go to the UFC? It depends on how she loses. If she lost like a close decision, I think she could still go. But if she went in here and got mauled and tore up by Tyler, she could still go, but she would have to start fighting lower. You know, she could fight lower. You know? Sergio said Jenna is the Jillian of the PFL. Nah, she's better. She's a little bit better than that, man, because she's a little bit better with the striking on the feet, too. Because she can still get ranked in PFL and Bellator, you know, as far as her skill set. And she's got win over fighters signed in the UFC. They just ain't signed her. Like, she's already beat some people in the UFC. So, you know. She's just a little bit older now, so I don't think she's just gonna, you know, the UFC ain't gonna jump right at her like that. BJ said Jenna better than Jillian. No, don't twist my word. I said a little bit better on the feet now. A little bit better with her striking. Because she was cracking Tyler Santos with some shots too. Mark said Tyler has more power, but her power would not be effective. She's unable to land. Exactly. If you can't hit the girl, your power is not very effective. You know, so I think it's got to be stalk, in cage, clinch, takedown. Yeah, BJ. Yeah, on the feet, because she was cracking Tyler Santos, right? She was snapping that head back. So I want to make that clear. Like Jenna better in that aspect, but Jillian Robertson, yeah, she's got the experience of the UFC. So yeah, I ain't gonna take that away from her. If Tyler Gas is out, she's dead. Oh my goodness, I don't even think of that, man. That's gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be the demise of her in that fight. All right. Who else do we have? Yeah, we had Sam Hughes fighting Victoria Dudakova this weekend. I thought Sam did a good job, man. 29-28, right? Split decision win. I think one judge had it 30-27 for Dudakova. I don't know about that. No. Zama said Bishop is a bum now. Look at how who calling Bishop a bum? I know you ain't calling her a bum just because she lost to Dakota. I mean, remember Dakota fought her off a loss, so come on now. Don't be riding that Dakota train that hard now. Well, that's why I said you're talking crazy now. You're talking crazy. Bishop is not a bum. You're talking crazy now. Remember, Dakota has not fought any winners in this tournament, where Bishop has. Bishop is beating people in the UFC now. Come on now. Let's not talk crazy. Bishop a bum. Come on now. I was about to take a wrench, but I was like, okay, he ain't got a wrench. So yeah, talking nuts. Come on. Jenna Bishop a bum. Come on. All right, BJ said he's got Tyler though. Hey, Sam Page. Yeah, Sam Page did it, man. Like I was glad to see she let the fight, go her way early. She started off early in this one. She got it, got it to the ground, was aggressive. Started early. I thought Dudakova had some good pop in her shots. But I think, Sam's pace, man, like Sam was moving, man. Like she was really moving. Like I like that. Like she was just letting her hands go in this fight. So with what Sam is doing, man, I'm like, yeah, she keep on working. She'll probably get a ranked opponent soon. Like I was thinking Lupi yesterday, but as her skills get better, like she said in I saw an interview, when Sam was talking about her skills were getting better. And, she was just saying, like, I guess basically to wrap, to put it in a nutshell, she was just saying that, as her skills get better, she'll be ready for that. So I think in a few more fights, maybe, yeah, she will. Because let's see, she's beaten, she beat Estella Nunez. She beat Elise Reed, finished her. She washed Jacqueline Amram in a fight. Beat Dudakova. Honestly, man, she beat a lot of prospects to me. I thought she beat Pinheiro and Pietro Rodriguez, So she beat she beat a lot of prospects. And she's only lost to like some veterans like Loma and Tisha. I think me and BJ were talking about that, right? Like Pietro Rodriguez. Do you remember that fight, BJ? I thought Sam won that fight and Luana Pinheiro. Luana Pinheiro got some gifts, man. That Michelle Watterson fight and this fight. See, I'm looking at the resume right now. So, yeah, I thought she had won both of those fights. I mean, yeah. The Yasmin fight, yeah, I think she clearly lost. But other than that, like, I thought she's had some good skills. I think if she gets better, yeah, they robbed her in that Pinheiro fight. I thought so. But this is the type of fight she needs to fight moving forward, BJ. Like, she's got the cardio and she's got the wrestling. She's got the cardio and she's got the jab too. She just got and a good chin. She just got to really stay committed with it. Gotten stronger too, I could tell in this fight. So, yeah, I think Sam, if we don't do that loopy fight, maybe like another unranked fight, that would be good. Sir just said Luana dropped her. That's why, knockdown don't win a fight. Might win a round, but not a fight. Yeah, she was in there brawling, man. She was in there brawling. Yeah, that was good to see, that she was turning that heat up in there, man. All right. Yeah, River Rat said he picked Loopy in this fight. I couldn't pick Loopy, man. I just couldn't. I want to see Lupi do well, and I want to see her top five one day. Hang on one second. I want to see Lupi one day in top five, but if it's not there yet, it's not there yet. And when I saw how she handled the Verna fight and even the Angel Hill fight a couple of years ago, I was like, this ain't happening. Not right now. But then, the Verna fight was next. So when I saw that, I was a little disappointed, man. B just said I turned my back on Lupi. I ain't turned my back on her, man. I just gotta be real, man, and say, look, I want to see her there, but there was no way I could pick her to win this fight. And you know that, man. Right? Mackenzie Dern had enough to win this fight. Especially when I watched. I know styles make fights, but watching the Angela Hill fight again with Lupi, and then Angela Hill versus Mackenzie, I was like, Mackenzie Dern this girl too raw sometimes. I was like, this girl is just too raw. Like she really likes to push a fight, get hit a lot. Mackenzie Dern was wearing a lot of damage on the right side of her face from that left hook, but Lupi was just not following up enough, I think Lupi's kind of stationary boxing is what's going to set her back. She don't use her feet enough. When you look at Wei Lee, bouncing around her feet, step in with some hard hooks, boom, 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 get out. Then she'll move, boom, 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 get out. Even Yan Zhanan, sharper, touchy. Even Marina Rodriguez, she'll step in and out. But Lupi, too much of a come forward boxer. Very reminiscent of, the camp she's coming out of, like with Grasso, Irene Aldana, and so on. That's why I think that that would be her downfall against these quicker strawweights. Like she does a good job of hooking, even hooking off her jab, but you got to follow up with something like hook off the jab. I know she didn't want to go to the ground with Dern, so I give her a pass. Okay, I know, but sometimes, with a certain position that Dern is in, she's got to follow up with some more shots, not just that hook. And that's where, Dern, she was just, kind of capitalizing. He said Team Lobo done calmed Alejandra down a little bit from brawling. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I got to watch that fight, man. I still got to watch that fight, BJ. I got to see how she did. But yeah, going back to what I was saying earlier too, man, like, that's what I like about Dern. Dern, she is in a position to always look for opportunity, even when it's not there. Like, I like how you see here in this picture, she didn't fully get the armbar yet, but she wasn't just going to hold it for a submission round. She was sitting there cracking Lupi in the face, so she didn't even just sit there and hold the arm all day. If she knows Lupi's defending well, she's like, all right, I'm going to start hitting you in the face too, so eventually you'll try to protect your face and then I can submit you. Or if not, I'll still win the round. Right? So that's good on her part. From here, I think Dern, Air Mike, what's up? He said, I'm a little late. Yeah, probably late. I'm going to still be on here for a little bit because I'm going to talk about this weekend coming up. Yeah, you're about 57 minutes late. Yeah, but Mackenzie Dern, with this win, it's a good confidence builder. She's still getting some gatekeeper type of wins, get gatekeeper type of points. But she'll probably have to wait on that. With the situation that she's in, much like everybody else at this point, you're going to be fighting down. You're going to be fighting down at this point. Lupi made a fight against Pinay and Cynthia closer than it was supposed to be because she's not active enough. Yeah, she's not active enough. Fights behind her opponent too much. She just waits, and takes shots too, so that's not good. Like, and doesn't wrestle enough like she used to. I remember she used to power bomb some girls too. I almost said, okay, this girl's trying to come in like the next Andrade, but she don't really be power bombing girls anymore. You know, she used to be slamming girls. I was like, where did this come from? But yeah, she's I mean, Dern's in a position where she's gonna be fighting down, I think, for a little bit, or fighting rematches. Whether it be Marina, Lemos, or Yan Zhanan. So she's got to reach for one of those fights. Because Tatiana's busy right now. Tatiana's busy. She's gonna be fighting Wei Li next. Okay. I mean, who do y'all want to see Dern fight? Six said, how about that Crawford fight and the Pitbull upset? Oh man, Pitbull, man. I think that's why Pitbull didn't want to fight Shakur, man, because he was gonna get schooled like that off top. Because Pitbull made about $1.5 million for this fight. So, he wanted to get that big payday, but, fighting Shakur, he probably would have got it in, but he would have really got schooled by Shakur, I think. But this dude had good conditioning, man. He was just outboxing Pitbull, longer, taller, smarter. Crawford's fight, I got to go back and look. They said that was close. That Jared Anderson fight was, wow, man. What was that dude's name? Mark Kolobov or something? That Jared Anderson got knocked out. Yeah. Colossus said, I think Lucinda would finish Loopy. I mean, Lucinda does have the IQ, man. Like, she does fight with a little bit more of a, I'll say urgency, and with a little bit more of a game plan. She knows how to adapt to a fight, see what her opponent offers. Where I think Loopy, she's explosive at times, and she'll slow down, get a little something in, and then that's it. So I think both Loopy and Dern have to fight down in this situation. All right. Let me see, y'all. We got another Invicta card coming up. I was just looking at this. We got Invicta FC. Invicta FC 56 is this Friday. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to try to tune into this. I don't have CBS, so I'm going to have to see if I can find a way on CBS thing to watch it. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, how many fights do we got on this card? Invicta FC has about 8 fights. Okay, a lot of newcomers on here. A lot of new signees. A lot of people we're not familiar with. Yeah, some people are coming in 0-0. So hopefully they can still bring it, though. This is like the Invicta of old. We used to have some fighters come in, 1-0. Hopefully they bring it like they used to. I remember that first batch of Invicta fighters like Leslie Smith and Tisha Torres and all of them. Those were exciting fights they used to put on. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, Jennifer Maya's back, y'all. Jennifer Maya's back against, let's see, Maya Cantuaria. Let's see, have I seen her? And this is a bantamweight. Okay. Jennifer Maya's moving up to bantamweight, so I guess she's going to challenge. She's going to try to challenge Toledo Bernardo for the belt. Okay. Hopefully Jennifer Maya's in here letting her hands go. All right, let's see who's on this card. Let's see. We got 2 fighters making their debut. Flyweight Ashley Barrett versus Tatiana Salazar. Got a featherweight fight. Let's see. Ali Pellegrini versus a 1-1 Marissa Ellis. Ali Pellegrini. Have I seen her? No, I haven't seen her before. Okay, these are newcomers for sure. Then you got an atomweight fight. Let's see. Aliad Zubetti versus Giuliani Perea. Another atomweight fight. Fiore Hernandez versus Anna Palacios. Okay. Another featherweight fight. Kelly Tony versus Jackie Cataline. Oh, yeah. Jackie Cataline is from PFL. All right. Another flyweight fight, Katie Bassick versus Paula Christina. And the co-main event, strawweight fight. Okay. You got Tina Black, Valeska Machado back, former champ, taking on Yulia Ostrovrelga. Kova. And the bantamweight main event is Jennifer Maya Cantuaria. Okay, so yeah, Maya's moving up to bantamweight now, I guess. Maybe she'll move back down, but she's fighting at bantamweight here in this main event. This was an interesting card. You know, you got a lot of different weight classes. You got flyweight, bantamweight, strawweight, featherweight, atomweight. You got all the weight classes covered here, right? That's all 5, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Hopefully one day they decide to make a actual atomweight division, or well, no. Somebody had said a little while back that the UFC is not planning on making a featherweight division anytime soon. So no atomweight division. No atomweight division anytime soon. Yeah. Maybe a featherweight, maybe. If Kayla can't make bantamweight anymore. Sergio said Jennifer Maia has so much potential. Yeah, she does, man. She did. Moonlight said, I've been asking for Dern versus Suarez for some time now. Yeah, I would have taken that fight before she got knocked out by Andrade for sure. Still wouldn't be a bad fight if Dern can get back in the mix. But yeah, this card is not tomorrow. In 3 days, Friday, August 9th. I'm going to check it out. I know the prelims come on the YouTube channel, so that's we can check them out. But the rest of the card is on CBS. All right. All right. Let me see who else is fighting this weekend. Let's see. We got 3 WMMA fights this weekend. Okay. Before I do that, give me 1 second. Let me give you a little intermission. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Air Mike said, anyone here who knows what Yasmin Haurigi is up to? She's been training. She's been training because she's got a fight coming up in September at the Sphere. Yeah, she's on the she's on the UFC Noche card, and she'll be fighting Ketlin Souza. Yep, Ketlin Souza. Yeah, so she'll be back. Yep. All right, so let me look at this card here. We got this Tibera versus Spivak card. Spivak. As far as the women fights, I'm not too let me see. Well, yeah, I've seen like a couple of their fights. Let me see. As far as women, we got first fight. I know we ain't really too familiar with these two, right? Some of y'all, Stephanie Luciano versus Toledo Alencar. um, dang, is this a rematch already? Because they fought each other in the contender series to a draw, so they got them fighting again, huh? Yeah, they fought. Yeah, they fought last year. They're last year's contender series winners. These two are last year's contender series winners. Toledo Alencar and Stephanie Luciano. They fought to a draw, but Dana felt the fight was good enough to sign both of them. So he's going to let them fight a rematch as their UFC debut, which I've never really seen done before. You know, if anything, I thought, what was that girl's name? Carly Giudice and that Ernesta, they could have ran it back because their fight was really exciting. They could have ran it back as soon as they got signed if you're going to do a rematch. But yeah, these two are going to be fighting at what, 115? Let me see, 115, I believe. Yeah, this is a strawweight fight. The first fight, I can't remember. I think it was Toledo Alencar was mostly getting like a lot of takedowns. Somebody almost got finished, I thought, in that first fight, if I remember correctly. But a lot of back and forth where neither one of them really stepped it up. If I can remember, I got to go back and watch it. Yeah, Stephanie was the sniper. Yeah, she was the one that was more of the striker. Yeah, if I remember right. Yeah, Stephanie. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Stephanie was more of the striker. Stephanie Luciano was more of the striker, I believe. Yeah, and Toledo Alencar was kind of reminding me of Carla Esparza, if I'm recalling right, because I think she was the one trying to get more takedowns. Some of these fights run together, man. Yeah, Toledo looks like Carla Esparza. Maybe that's why I kept thinking of her like Carla, because it just seemed like she was trying to always wrestle. But it turned out to be a draw, so I guess they're gonna let these two run it back. So this time around, what do y'all think? Robot said I got Luciano. Okay, yeah, if she works on her takedown defense and doesn't get taken down, yeah, because I thought her hands looked way better. Okay, so that's the first fight of WMMA fights, and then we got two bantamweight fights. This one here should be good. Let me see. Here it is. All right, what do y'all think about this one? This should be an action-packed fight. We got Carol Rosa taking on Pannie Kianzan. All right, Pannie's coming off that loss to Macy Chiasson. She got finished in that fight. Carol Rosa's coming off a loss to Irina Aldana. That was a brutal fight. I see this one as being another brutal fight for both of them. I think this fight is more up Pannie's alley because, she likes to box and she likes to, bang. And I think she'll want to fight somebody like this for a change that's not going to, be a troublesome opponent on the ground. Her boxing has always been sharp. Kicks is okay, but I think she's more, up top type of fighter. Carol Rosa, she's heavy-handed. This girl got a good hard jab. She developed a really good leg kick over the past few fights. Carol's been throwing those hard leg kicks. She was ripping Aldana with them leg kicks. And Carol Rosa, they matched up with another boxer again. I believe Carol Rosa definitely has the game plan on how to handle somebody like Pannie. I'm a Pannie fan. I want to see her get up in here and, get a victory, but I don't see her winning this thing on the feet. I don't see her winning this thing on the ground, but even the feet might be competitive, because I see Carol Rosa putting together punches and kicks, whereas I think Pannie might put more punches together. And if it gets too thick, Carol can take you down. I remember her last fight a little while back. I believe it was Jocelyn Edwards. She took her down. Jocelyn Edwards didn't really have a ground game at the time. She was ripping her with some hard punches on the ground. So I think Carol Rosa has more of a mix here. I'm rooting for Pannie, but I think Carol Rosa might get this one. Closer said Pannie got stopped in her last fight, but she gets a high-ranked opponent. Yeah, they're probably looking for a matchup here. They're probably looking for a matchup that's exciting because they like what Carol did last time. And Carol is coming off a loss. They both are. We say high rank. What is Carol Rosa ranked anyway? Hold on. How high is Carol Rosa ranked? Let me see. Hold on. Let's see how high is Carol Rosa ranked right now. Oh, yeah, she is number. I hate these glitches on their website. They got 8, 8, and 8. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8. Carol Rosa is number 10. Okay, Panty is number 11. So yeah, I guess everybody is taken. So Panty's gonna fight because Yana's taken. Avula's still out. Yana's fighting Chelsea Chandler on this card. GDR is taken. So yeah, they matched them. They probably matched them up because their style is exciting too. Carol Rosa plus a banger. Panty's gonna be a good fight. So yeah, I think that Carol Rosa has more of a diverse attack here. She could go to the ground. She'll mix it up in kickboxing. Panty's going to have to be able to mix it up as well. And she'll have to move, stick and move, I think, in this type of fight. Stick and move, avoid the ground, outland, and take away and check those kicks of Carol Rosa. Rooting for Panty. I think Carol might get this one. All right. Okay, then you got Yana versus Chelsea Chandler. Okay. I was looking at Yana. Yana's looking big now. Both of these fighters, they really should have a 145-pound division. Yana is looking big, but Yana isn't really one to just go in there. And to me, she did control Ketlin Vieira, but sometimes I feel like she doesn't use her size, her full potential. I think that this is Chelsea Chandler's chance to get a higher ranked opponent and get that higher ranking at number 12. Because Chelsea's number 14, yeah, it's about 2 spots up. Yeah, I thought that Yana was higher, but I think Chelsea has more to offer on the feet here. I think Chelsea's power and her left hand is, can be trouble for Yana. I think Chelsea definitely has a good ground game where I think even if Yana chooses to try to put Chelsea on her back, Chelsea's jiu-jitsu, gets her out of a lot of trouble, Yeah, definitely. Hold on. Okay, you said you got Rosa Robot Chicken. What were you asking me earlier about? Oh yeah, who I got? Santos or Chandler. I think I'm gonna go with Chelsea Chandler in this one. I think that when she comes to her striking, I think she hits harder. And I think her shots would do more damage on Yana. I think Yana is strong on the ground and in the clinch, but with some of those holds and those positions she's looking for, I think Chelsea can get out, maneuver, and I think she can control her. I think she can counter her wrestling and control her. Yeah. So just said she lost to Edwards. Who is that? Nora Canola is the bantamweight to watch for. Yeah, she finished my girl Melissa Dixon, man. She finished Melissa Dixon. She fighting GDR next. I don't know if she beats GDR though, man. That's gonna be a good fight. I don't know if she beats her though. This one, yeah, I'm gonna go with Chelsea. I think Chelsea has enough tools to handle Yana at this point. I think even like I said, like if Chelsea touches her chin, I think she can hurt her. Oh yeah. Jocelyn Edwards, yeah. Yana, who was her last victory? Let's see. She lost to Holly. Yeah. Yana hasn't won a fight since Ketlin Vieira. That was 3 years ago. Since then, she's been stopped by Irene Aldana, who put her down. She finished with ground and pound. She got out wrestled and outworked by Holly Holm. Lost a close fight to Carol Rosa. got outworked by Kel Rosa. I think Chelsea Chandler has the skills to do it. I think Chelsea's pretty strong, and she can outwork her on the ground with ground and pound, even on the feet. Like I think Chelsea's boxing, that southpaw stance might give Yana some trouble. Yana's best chance is the cage wrestle and maybe try to stick and move like Norma did. Norma Dumont tried to use combinations and step side to side, but I don't know if she wants to stick to that game plan. Sometimes she likes to just control on the ground, and that's not enough. That's why her last opponents beat her, because they were just staying one step ahead. So with those 3 losses in a row, if Chelsea beats her and she dominates, this could be it for Yana. Who knows? So Yana, I believe she's going to be dangerous. She's going to come in I believe Yana's going to come in, ready. But at the same time, I think Chelsea's coming in ready. It's her chance to climb the rankings. Yana, 3 losses in a row. She could be dangerous too. So this is going to test Chelsea though. This will be a good test for her to see how she gets through it. Robot Chicken said who I got. I'm going with Chelsea. BJ said this is a good fight. Yeah. Should be a good fight. BJ, I know you're going with Yana. Don't turn your back on Yana, right? You're going to go with Yana Santos, right? But yeah, that's what's going on this weekend. Those 3 fights. Let me look ahead. Let's see what else we got going on. Shoot. I got told BJ the other day I started jumping on live, but I was too busy, man, because they got a lot of stuff going on. Because you got Carl and Tisha coming back. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, though, because that's later in the year. Oh, yeah, Casey O'Neill. I got to talk about Casey O'Neill. And what is her name? I keep mixing the girls up. Which one is Kelsey? Who is she fighting? Who is Casey O'Neill fighting? She's not fighting Luana Santos, not Ketlin Souza, but she's fighting Luana Santos. Yeah. Casey O'Neill fights Luana Santos next weekend. She's back in the cage. That's the only women's fight on the card. That's the only one on the card. Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Let's hope they make weight closer. Let's hope both of them make weight because Yana's looking big too, man. Yana looks huge. Yana has been making weight too, but I mean she's been looking huge too, man. Robot Chicken says Santos looked in shape. If she stops takedown, she's the better striker. Yana needs to be smarter on the feet. Yana's too big to be fighting so small. That's what I was saying earlier, man. Like she's too big to be fighting small. Like even on her feet, man. Like she should be like. I know she'd be trying to blanket girls, but dang, man, like she just don't like be hitting hard. Yeah, man, this KC Luana Santos fight should be interesting, though. I mean, let's talk about that a little bit. Casey O'Neill. I'm gonna end it with this. I'm gonna end the show with this. Casey O'Neill and Luana Santos. Casey O'Neill is in a must-win situation here. I think we all know that, right? Even though she's ranked, this is still a must-win because let's be real. Taking a 3rd loss in a row could be a confidence killer. At the same time, she's ranked, and then you lose to an unranked fighter. That's a confidence killer. So she's got to come in here and really be on her game, And right now, I think Luana Santos is dangerous. Like, I still see some. And when I say dangerous, I don't mean like necessarily like she's better in every area than Casey O'Neill or just like overall like, oh, this powerful ground fighter, grappler, great striker. But she's been putting some things together. Like when she's in a fight, Santos hit hard, like Santos be lobbing them shots and she's just been looking for. I didn't pick her in the last fight. I know that. I thought that she might have got outstruck. But Gopova just didn't look like it. She just didn't look like it, So Luana Santos, she put the right hand and dropped her, So I think with that type of power, if Casey O'Neill comes forward, Casey's more volume, where Santos is more power. She could put Casey O'Neill down. So, Casey, they got to slow the pace down here. She's got to slow the pace down. Like they just can't come running in looking for better looking for better output or something like that. Oh, I'm just gonna go in and throw all these shots. No. BJ says Santos might punch harder than Casey, but she's not necessarily a better striker. No, I think Casey O'Neill is. I give her the edge in striking. Definitely, I think she throws better shots. From what I've seen, but she throws them technically better. But as far as how she comes in, will be the problem, because Luana Santos is going to meet her halfway, and Luana Santos, if she's that's why I'm talking about defense, BJ. Like she just can't come running in because somebody's going to crack her, and Luana Santos can crack. Like Luana Santos will walk into that fire. If Casey O'Neill ain't hitting hard and maybe throwing technically better shots and more, Luana Santos gonna walk right through him, and she gonna hit her. That's what Lipsky did. Lipsky Lipsky was getting out jabbed a little bit by Casey O'Neill, but when she found that open and she buckled her, she was like, "Here we go. That's it, right?" So let's look at Luana Santos. Who all did she finish? She beat Stephanie Edgar. She finished Juliana Miller, Juju. And she dropped Agapova before submitting her. So she finished those two fighters. I mean, those really are her biggest knockout wins, right? So I'm not putting her out there like this knockout puncher, but if a style is tailor-made, she will capitalize. I noticed that with her. So yeah, Casey O'Neill has really got to make sure she's ready for this one. BJ, I know it's almost 8:00. Do you want to chime in on your girl? Do you want a link? Let me know. I will. I'll give you a chance though. Robot Chicken said O'Neill looking like a hype job. Come on, man. I thought you was rocking with Casey O'Neill. You said she a hype job now. Were you ever rocking with Casey O'Neill like that? Because was it you, Robot Chicken, said I was being hard on her? Somebody used to say I was being hard on her. Besides BJ, I thought you used to say I was hard on her, Robot Chicken. And now you being hard on her. I don't know if it was you. Somebody used to say I was being too hard on her. I cannot remember who say that. Okay, Robot Chicken said he said no. Okay, my bad, Robot. I know somebody did. Might have been Colton. I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think. Okay, BJ said send the link. I'm gonna end this show tonight, and I'm gonna let BJ give his take on his girl here real quick, because I don't want it to be too one-sided here, where we just like tattooing this girl up, because just a few fights ago, I was saying Luana Santos didn't look like much, but again, I thought she was fighting. I thought she was be fighting a good counter striker in Agapova, but Agapova didn't come. Agapova didn't come alive in that fight, right? Maybe BJ, you said it too. Like Agapova, she just looked kind of flat on her feet. Like she didn't really look good. Like she looked different too. Okay, Dorbot said I admired her heart, but she's never given up. That's not enough for me to believe in her. Okay, I can respect that. I feel the same way. Like I never, yeah. Yeah. I definitely think she's somebody I would who said this as well, because might have been WMMA addict too. Like I said this too. I was thinking the same thing, but I would if I could pick a fighter to train, yeah, I would train her. Sometimes when you see a fighter with holes in the game, you'd be like, all right, I go out of the way to train this fighter. There's another type of style I like to train too. Who's another fighter I said I like to train, especially with striking. I'm trying to think who's another fighter I would train as far as like striking. Mackenzie Dern, yeah. Who else? Colton said I always root for Casey because they need personalities like her. Okay. Yeah, Loma said, can we please praise Dern for improving her striking? Yeah, she's improving. She's definitely improving. All right, y'all. I got a special guest here in the building. Like I said, come on, BJ. We can balance this thing out. I don't want to tear into your girl, man. What's up, man?
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just talking about just, as soon as you start talking about Casey O'Neill, then you want to send me a link. It's crazy how that works, ain't it?
What was it? What'd you say?
I mean, I just think it's crazy, how you start talking about Casey O'Neill, then all of a sudden you get the itch to send me a link. It's crazy how that works, ain't it?
Not really. I know that's your girl.
He said not really. What's up, Combo?
What's up, man? Thought you were gonna have me stuttering. I said nope.
Okay, so I see you talking about Casey O'Neill, right? See, that's the thing, though. I don't think Casey O'Neill will make that same mistake she made in that Ariane Lipski fight. I don't think she'll go in and make that same mistake because, to be honest with you, Casey O'Neill is a meet fire with fire type of person. Sometimes you just have those type of people that, it don't matter what you bring into them, they'll meet fire with fire because they believe in their own fire. And Casey O'Neill believes in her own fire, but Ariane Lipski showed us something else, So I don't think Casey O'Neill would be that, be dumb enough to do the same thing again. If she does, then, blame it on her coaches. But I think she'll play a different game with Luana Santos because Luana Santos is not Teresa Bleda. And Casey O'Neill knows that, what I'm saying? She knows that. So, I mean, it's interesting to see what kind of tactics she uses against Luana Santos. Because like y'all said, man, Luana Santos, she's a big puncher. So that's just, what do you think? What do you think Casey O'Neill needs to do to where her, like, what am I trying to say? Like her strengths can work more in her favor. Because if Casey O'Neill can make her strengths work for her, she can make it a long night for some people.
I think Casey needs to not run forward in this fight, try to push. I don't think she needs to push Santos back. Like, I think she needs to stand more her ground in the middle and, make it like a mid-range fight.
Yes.
And you see how like Aaron was doing against Andrade, I think she needs to just side to side instead of like blitzing forward with combinations.
Maybe ease off the pressure a little bit.
Yeah, ease off the pressure and just like stick 2 or 3 out and then go right back and reset. I think, because technically I think Casey O'Neill throws better punches. Like, I was looking at the Juju fight. Santos has power, but some of her punches were sloppy. Like, she didn't land everything,
Right.
Like, and she didn't fully drop Juju like that, but she did crack her. And
and like, she was open for punches too, because Juju cracked her a couple times.
Yeah, she was open. She was wide open. So I think it just comes down to like Casey O'Neill slowing her pace down. Because if she doesn't do that, I can see her getting hit hard in this fight. They really got to tell her just to slow it down. Because technically Casey does throw better and she throws more, but if she gets caught in there, it could change the whole course. So
yeah, man, Lipski, dude. But that's what I say about Lipski. She got the power, man. Lipski, like fighters like Macy and Lipski at 125, they got that kind of power, man. And Natalia Silva, well, maybe Natalia Silva, but they got that kind of power that can make good fighters look bad once they get caught. And people, how it is. You can see it in the comment section, Combo. You see how they talk about Casey O'Neill, but you got to think, man, Ariane Lipski and fighters like Macy Barber can make some of the toughest girls look like that. So, you just have to be, you know, you have to be wary of those type of girls, like, you know, the Andrades and stuff like that, man. Because one punch from they got that power for a reason, and they know how to use that power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you get hit by them, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter who you are. You get hit by one of them punches coming from somebody like Macy or Lipsky or something like that, you gonna feel it. Even if you are one of the toughest, sturdiest fighters in the division, it's gonna happen. Like, you know, and Manon got some punch, you know, some pop behind her punches. Look how Manon, you know what I'm saying? Look how she fended off Aaron Blanchfield. You know, even, you know, when you got power in your punches like that, like you can make it problematic for even the toughest fighters in the division, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be tough, man. Like, let me ask you this about Casey O'Neill. Like, what do you think should be her approach? Like, to, let's say if she does get hit by Santos, should she keep it standing, or should she try to go to the ground with Santos?
I think she should mix it up, man. I think Casey should mix it up. You know, like, you know, get against the cage, like fight. You know, Casey's not bad in the clinch, man. She's not bad in the clinch. Maybe she can utilize that. She's got long knees, you know, long straight knees in the clinch. Like, she's got some good clinch work. She knows how to dig underhooks well. When somebody presses her against the cage, she knows how to slide out of there. Like, that's what she's good at that. I would like to see her use some of that. I would like to see O'Neill use some of that. You know what I'm saying? But she just got to be, you know, she just has to be. I mean, if this fight goes to the ground, man, like if she put Casey on the back, I'm gonna be honest with you, like Casey on the ground is kind of vulnerable on her back, and I think Antonina exposed that. You know what I'm saying? Because Antonina took her down, and Antonina held her down. You know, like was trying to lock up that what do you call it? What's that? Her and Valentina lock up. What's it called? Crucifix. She tried to lock up that crucifix and, you know, land them elbows on Casey O'Neill. Casey had to get out of that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but, you know, if Santos can put Casey on her back, I think that's the best way to beat Casey on the ground. But giving Casey O'Neill top control, like if Casey gets on top, Casey works from the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't no slouch on the ground when it comes to, you know, being on top. Her ground and pound is good, and her submission game is good. So, you know, it's 50-50 on the ground. It's 50-50 everywhere for me. You know what I'm saying? 50-50 on the ground, 50-50 on the feet. But, you know, I'm swinging in Casey O'Neill. You know what I'm saying? I'm swinging in her favor. You know what I'm saying? Because I just think that she's the experience and stuff, man. Like if this goes to like a third round or something like that, if it goes past the first round and Casey O'Neill doesn't get hurt, I think the chances swing more in Casey O'Neill's favor, because at that point, you know, how long can Luana Santos bob and weave? Because Casey gonna be throwing everything in the book at her. Okay. So we'll see.
I'll actually, BJ, you might be surprised, but I actually think you say 50-50 on the feet. I actually might say
60-40 on the feet, Casey O'Neill.
Yeah, I think I might give. Okay. I'm gonna give her the edge because you got to remember she did fight Marina Monroe and Jennifer Maya, and I think she learned from that. So, maybe those, not Marina Monroe, excuse me, but
Ariane
Lipsky. Yeah. I think those fights might have been something she's learned from, and I'm gonna look at the submission game too. I think the ground. I think I'm gonna give her the edge on both.
Okay. See, the thing about O'Neill too, man, is like early on in a fight when O'Neill is like trying to find her flow, like when she was fighting Roxanne and she was able to get into a flow, or even when she was fighting Jennifer Maya, like her punches aren't that hard. You know what I'm saying? It's really not until she gets hit that Casey O'Neill starts sitting down on punches. And that's a bad thing to say. You know, it's not, maybe that's not the best strategy for her, but Casey O'Neill's got pop in her punches, but it doesn't come right out the gate. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like it comes when Casey O'Neill, you know what I'm saying, starts wanting to, when she starts wanting to kind of brawl a little bit, she starts to land with power. But you know, when she's just winning by points, like in the Roxanne fight, the first couple rounds, you know what I'm saying, you didn't see Casey start sitting down on punches till like the third round. Yeah. Then she started sitting down on him, you know, started kind of brawling with Roxy and shit like that. But I think she needs to push that power early, man. You know what I'm saying? Like with somebody like Luana Santos, like Casey O'Neill, she's gonna have to fire back at Luana, especially if Luana Santos lands some good punches. You know what I'm saying? Like a good 1-2 or something like that on O'Neill. Like she's gonna have to answer something to get any kind of respect. You know, because the way that Casey O'Neill's strategy of that volume striker, the way that it can really work is if she earns some respect. And if she don't, like you said, Combo, if she don't earn that respect, or if something don't happen, Luana Santos might feel a few of those punches and be like, "Fuck that! Like I can walk through that."
Exactly. That's what
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that might be her game plan, because she was about to walk through Agapa, but and Agapa hit harder than both of them. To me, like she's a good counter.
That was a crazy dude. Maria Agapova, that was crazy. What was she doing out there, dude? Like that was awful, bro.
That overhand right put her down, her butt, and then I was like, "Oh, that's it."
That's it, dude.
That's it. Does Casey? Let me ask you: does Casey O'Neill still train with Tatiana Suarez?
She does. Yeah, they still train.
Okay,
but I don't think she's training for her. I don't think they train together this camp though.
Okay.
No, I don't think they train together this camp. No.
Okay. Let me see. How much time you got, BJ? I want to ask you another question about that.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay,
I'm waiting on Tough.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, you ain't going
waiting on Tough, bro.
All right, let's talk about. I don't know if you did a video on this. I got to talk about Jillian Robertson and Luana Pinheiro, man.
I've been waiting on that one. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting on. I ain't done a video on that one on purpose.
Okay.
I
got an interview, man, for that fight.
Bro, Robertson's so hard to get a hold to nowadays. Like her life is different. You know what I'm saying? Like she got a boyfriend now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she fighting that goat. I mean, she training that goat shit. Like she's doing shit. Like it's hard to get my hands on her now. I'm gonna try though.
You know what? Robertson, when the boyfriends come into play, it's harder to get interviews, man.
I'm telling you, bro. When them boyfriends come into play, it's hard to get them girls on these interviews.
But especially when you had their phone numbers, because I guess they don't want to be answering or texting some guy, because
that's why I just hit them up on Instagram.
Yeah,
I be hitting them up on Instagram. Yeah, I didn't do the phone number. Like I think I got Tanya Evans' phone number. I know I got Leah Letson's phone number. That's it. But I'd just rather talk to him on social media.
Yeah. I got a few, but yeah, I've been doing it's better on IG. Yeah, it's better to do it on IG. Yeah. Yeah,
for sure. But Robertson, man, I think it. I don't really. I'm trying to figure out what Luana Pinheiro can give. You know what I'm saying? Can do to.
I'm just playing. Go ahead.
I mean, I didn't want to come straight out and say that, but I don't know, man. I just don't. I don't know what she can really do. That's does she offer anything? Does she have something that Robertson should be worried about? Like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't really feel like there's nothing that she can really offer, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and she's ranked. When I first saw the matchup, I was like, you know what I'm saying? But then I realized, I'm like, dang, she ranked like number 12.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is she ranked?
She's ranked. I want to say 12. Hold on, I got the rankings right
here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, wait a minute, she ranked like number 12.
Yeah, she's 12. She's 12.
And I was okay.
I'm still trying to figure out what she did to get there.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, Combo. Like, how did she get to be number 12?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what has she done that got her to number 12?
She got that controversial win over Michelle Waterson, which I don't think she won. And she got that other controversial win with Sam Hughes, which I don't think she won.
And she got beat up by Michelle Waterson. I mean, she got beat up by Amanda Ebas.
Oh yeah, and she got finished by Angela Hill.
That's right. She did get subbed by Angela Hill.
Yeah, because she lost those two in a row. Angela Hill got her first submission win off of her. So that's crazy.
I'm surprised Ebas didn't submit her.
Aaron might say, who's number 12 again? We talking about Luana Pinheiro.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm saying. I'm surprised that Amanda Ebas didn't sub her. To see
Yeah,
that,
man, Ebos
Angela Hill able to do it, I thought maybe Ebos would sub her.
she probably could have, but she
Yeah.
was like, I don't know, like Ebos was in a groove, and when she landed that roundhouse kick, she was like, I'm going after it.
Bro, is
And
Ebos underappreciated though?
I think she is. Like, she's probably like one of my favorites. Like, not to like be a champion, but I mean, she's one of my favorite fighters to watch. Yeah.
Bro, she said if they do a women's BMF, it should be Angela Hill versus Amanda Ebos.
Dang. Yeah, they still haven't fought either. Like they've been scheduling that fight since COVID.
Bro, if they do a women's BMF, it would have to be them two, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Or Ebos versus Andrade.
Ebos versus Andrade.
You hear me, Combo?
Oh no, I heard you. I was thinking about that for a minute, man. You know I was. What you trying to do, man? What are you trying to do, man?
Ebos versus Andrade. What's the problem?
You already know what's gonna happen, man.
Brian Williams said can't do a female BMF without Jessica Andrade. Robert said Andrade will wreck Ebos.
Exactly. You trying to get Andrade Carolino 2 out here, man.
Bro, that fight could be crazy though.
Man, you
know that fight could be crazy.
Especially if they did that thing at flyweight, man.
If they did it at flyweight, but wait a minute now. But I know what you mean. But Ebos is big at flyweight, bro.
Okay, yeah. 115 is a guaranteed knockout. Let me put it that way. Let me go ahead and put it that way.
Yo,
Ebos,
bro.
I love you, but you know that 115, no.
He said 115 is a guaranteed knockout. Damn, Combo.
You know it is, man. Because look how Dern took all of them shots. That's how good Dern is. When people call Dern chinny, I gotta check him on that. Like, because Dern took some heavy shots in that fight, and I don't think Ebos will be able to stand up to those shots.
Yeah, that was a crazy fight though.
Yeah.
Like, bro, but let's talk about Andrade's chin though. Because
yeah.
who all them cracked Andrade?
Like
Aaron Blanchfield cracked Andrade. Who else done cracked Andrade?
Cracked her, let me think.
Joanna cracked her.
Wei Lee did. Well, Wei Lee kind of hit her in the body, right?
Yeah, she kind of hit her in the body.
Okay.
Did Yan Xiaonan fight Andrade?
Oh yeah. Yan Xiaonan put her out.
Yeah, Yan Xiaonan. That's what I was getting ready to say. Yeah, Yan Xiaonan cracked her.
Yeah, Yan Xiaonan put her out.
Mackenzie Dern cracked her. Like, even Carolina was cracking her.
Yeah, Carolina. Okay, yeah. Carolina was for a little bit. Yeah, she was.
Yeah, for a little bit. But dude, like Andrade, like Mackenzie Dern probably would have dropped a lot of girls with those punches because, like Mackenzie Dern, her striking, like she got a big right hand, but she misses it a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when she lands it, you know what I'm saying? Like she almost folded up Angela Hill with that. I know she backed Verna Jan. She dropped Angela Hill with that right hand. She was backing Verna Jandiroba up with that right hand. Yeah. And bro, she was hitting Andrade clean, dude. Like those were some clean shots. They were fast too, dude. Like they were some fast, clean shots. And Andrade just walked right through them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was crazy, dude. I was like, yo.
What's crazy is Lemos had all that power, man, but she didn't even get a chance to land one.
You talking about against Andrade?
Yeah. I know she landed leg kicks, but she didn't get a chance.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, she didn't get Andrade wasn't playing with that. But Lemos can be scary though. You know what I'm saying? Like the way she moves and stuff, I'm pretty sure that's like intimidating when they're in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some girls get past it, but the way like Amanda Lemos be moving, like bouncing in and out, knowing she can punch. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gotta be intimidating. I just don't think Andrade really wanted to deal with that. But I mean, you see what happens when she lands. Like she almost knocked Dern out.
Yeah. She almost got Dern out of here, man.
That was crazy. That was a crazy fight too. But Okay, back to Casey O'Neill, like you were saying, man. I think
All
it
right,
just got to be.
let me turn something off real quick. I'll
Go
let
ahead.
you keep talking though.
Yeah. Just talking about that fight. I just think Casey O'Neill just gotta. She has to have first of all, have a game plan for Luana Santos, and then she's just gonna have to be vigilant with it and just stick with it and do it. Oh yeah, G Frame, that's the fight though. That's the fight. Brian Williams said Jason Perillo is back with Dern's team, and it showed in this last fight. Yeah, it did. It really did. It really did. But I think we got to give some little bit more credit to Loopy's jab, though. Loopy's jab was snapping Dern's head back, and it put a lot of damage on her face. But Dern was jabbing in there too, man. Like Dern was in there jabbing. Dern versus Jillian. Yeah, that's the fight. That's the fight. With Natalia's suspect defense, might be the other way around.
Oh,
Natalia
okay.
versus who? Andrade. Oh yeah, they talking about Natalia versus Andrade.
Oh, okay. Since Dern and Loopy both have to fight down, like who do you think would fight Jillian Robertson next? If when Jillian Robertson gets through Lana Pinheiro.
I think Dern versus Jillian is a fight that I think that's a good fight. A lot of eyes will be on that fight.
Yeah.
Because hated or love Jillian Robertson, she's gained the fans. You know what I'm saying? Like she's gained the fans. She's got the eyes on her. Like people know when Jillian Robertson fight. People talk about Jillian Robertson fights. Like it's for when you to be a Jillian Robertson fan. It's a thing when she fights. It's all over Instagram. People talking about it. Like it is what it is. That'll be a good opponent for. I think that's the hardest of the fighting downs for Mackenzie Dern. Like that, I think Jillian Robertson would be the hardest test, in the lower part of the rankings for Dern than anybody in the division right now. I don't think anybody else would bring that kind of danger finishing factor like that to Mackenzie Dern from lower down in the ranks. I mean, unless you can think of somebody.
For Dern next, or just
like
for both?
Out of the people ranked below Dern, the most dangerous person.
The most dangerous for her. Let me see. Dern is number 8 right now, so I don't really see anybody any more dangerous. Like Jillian would be a good fight for her, and Angela Hill's number 9. Like,
and
if
Angela
Angela
Hill,
want to
yeah.
get that rematch,
But she
back.
already beat Angela Hill.
Okay, well, just
She
Jillian.
already beat Angela Hill. She beat the hell out of Angela Hill. Stop playing.
Okay, just Jillian there.
Yeah, I mean, I think so, man.
Yeah.
Colton says Tatiana Suarez might be the best fight for Dern. That's a trick. It's not the best. It's not the best fight for. It's the best fight for Dern, but it ain't the best fight for Suarez.
Right, exactly. It's the best fight for Dern.
It's not the best fight for Suarez. Suarez, it's her time right now. But that's an interesting fight. Like I said, come up when that fight hits the mat. Yes, Tatiana has the crazy pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy wrestling pressure. We know it. We've seen it. We love it. But the way Dern, when people take Dern down, the way Dern immediately starts fishing is fucking crazy. That is crazy. Like how fast you're in danger. Like you're in danger right away when you hit the mat with Dern.
Yeah.
So and I don't know is Tatiana Suarez enough to not ever be in danger? Is her jiu-jitsu good enough to not be in danger with Mackenzie Dern? That's the question.
I think Dern. Well, first I'll say I think I think Suarez would kind of be in somewhat of a danger. Because she'll probably be looking for a top position. She could leave her neck open or something like that.
Leave her neck open, yeah.
But I still think she's strong enough to defend anything. Like when I go back and look at with Marina, how she was able to survive a whole round against Dern, I'm sure Suarez can survive, what she knows offensively and defensively on the ground. But again, man, Dern has gotten stronger over the years too. Like Dern is really like
She's a physical specimen.
Yeah, she's a physical specimen. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like she's really like not just tacking on, tacking on muscle, but she is strong.
Right.
So when you look at their resumes, like neither one of them have really been to the ground with anybody as strong as each other, have they?
Right. That no, I mean, I would say the only strong grappler that Mackenzie Dern's fought was Amanda Ebas.
Yeah, and the only other one she fought that they didn't go to the ground was Verna, right? So
Verna. Yeah,
remember that fight? They stood the
bro,
whole fight.
that turned into a striking match, dude. That's crazy.
That kind of, you know what? As much as I love striking, BJ, and you trying to call me out from being striking by, I was actually a little mad that fight didn't go to the ground, man.
I was surprised that it didn't go to the ground. I was surprised that Verna wouldn't try to take it to the ground. I thought Verna would try to take it to the ground before Dern, because any opportunity that Mackenzie Dern can throw her hands, she gonna throw them.
She throw it.
Yeah, she gonna throw them hands. Like if you want to throw them hands, like especially if you're another grappler and you want to slug with Mackenzie Dern, like it's gonna unlock a new kind of energy from Dern, because she knows she's gonna outstrike you. You know what I'm saying? Like she knows that her hands are fast and sharp and crisp. You know what I'm saying? And she's got power. She knows that. Mm-hmm. But I was surprised that Verna wanted to stand in the pocket with Dern like that. I was surprised. Yeah, I thought Verna would have tried to, really tried to get the fight to the ground.
You think Verna was kind of apprehensive about trying to go to the ground with her, man?
I think she was. I think Verna didn't at that point. Now, if they fought again, I think that Verna would be more confident in her own skills. Mm-hmm. But I think at the time, with Mackenzie Dern being Mackenzie Dern, and the way she was choking bitches out at 120, excuse my language, the way she was choking people out at 115 like that, but she was hot when she fought Verna. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the way Dern was taking people down and finishing them, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if Verna really wanted to, be with that like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but now I think Verna's unlocked a new level on her grappling. Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting this time around. I don't think it will stay on the feet, and Verna's striking's gotten better since that fight.
Yeah, because I was a little like, why is she not going? Or I was like, why is she not even taking Dern down this fight? Because she took everybody down before that. She took everybody down after that. Like, of course she'll take Marina down and Angela Hill down, but she did not want to go to the ground with Dern. She took Carla down, didn't she?
I think so, yeah.
Her and Carla was on the ground for a minute, but like when it came to Dern, she was like, we boxing today, man.
Yeah, and then I think what happened with Verna too is when Verna realized she was getting outstruck, she just kind of didn't know really where to go.
Man, I'm gonna watch. I gotta watch that fight again.
Yeah, we gotta watch that. One of us gotta do a breakdown on that fight. We gotta do a round by round on that fight.
Okay, because I think Verna won. I mean, I think.
How about this? You do Hill versus Dern, and I'll do Verna versus Dern.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do Hill versus Dern, or Hill versus Verna, either one. But yeah, if you do that one, I gotta watch that again. I gotta see.
You can do Hill versus Verna.
Okay, I mean, you could do on your channel. I'll come over there.
Okay, that's cool. All right, bet. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do that. Okay. Yeah, we could knock out in one night if you really want to.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna have to do that then. Yeah, we better pull up both of them and shoot.
Bro, did you know that Laura beat Silvana Juarez Gomez for that title?
She did?
That's who she fought.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She fought Silvana Juarez Gomez, bro.
Did she finish her?
Finished her, bro.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure she did. Wait a minute, let me see.
She should have, because I think that girl was a strawweight moving up.
She was. Let me see. I think she did. I think she finished her. Let me see. Mixed martial arts record. No, it was a decision. It was a unanimous decision.
Unanimous? Okay.
Yeah.
But Robot said he thought Verna won too. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Against Mackenzie Dern?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we definitely got to do that because I don't see that.
Yeah,
I don't see how y'all thought she won that fight, man.
I remember it, man. Like maybe there's some things I missed, but I remember watching that thing. I thought she edged it out to me. I don't think she was robbed or anything. I just thought she won. In my
No, man. Mm-hmm. The Dern hit, she was hitting Verna with some hard. Like she had Verna shelling up though. Like that's like she had Verna shelling up, man. Like she did.
all right, I have to look. I have to go back and look.
We gotta go back and look. Yeah, we gotta go back and look. But she had a. That's all. Like the flashes from that fight that I remember. It's been a long time since I watched that fight.
Man,
But
you know who Verna rocked with a good right hand though? About
who?
drop, E-Boss. What, man? I'm just saying.
But dude, but I don't know what to think about Ebos because Ebos can get hurt by people like Macy. I mean, like she gets hurt by Verna. You know what I'm saying? Like she done been dropped. But then she got that damage she took against Luana Pinheiro. It was like, damn, like she didn't go out from that.
No, she didn't.
Like
even
she can be tough
couldn't put her out.
sometimes. She can be tough sometimes, and sometimes she just fold.
I don't think it's really her folding. I think it might just be the punching power of the person. Because Luana Pinheiro don't hit hard like Barbara. Like Luana Pinheiro don't have it like Barbara like that. And Barbara, like she hit her with head kicks. She hit her like a couple head kicks to the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a crazy fight too. But what you were saying about Mackenzie Dern being raw sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like Amanda Ebos is kind of like that too.
Yeah, oh yeah, she is.
She's kind of like she kind of scrappy like that too. Like, you got some scrappy fighters out there, man. And some of these scrappy fighters, man, like they, me, I love a brawl. Like if you gonna brawl, like if you like to brawl, I like a brawl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But if these brawlers can just tune it up a little bit, some of these brawlers just don't know what they have, man. You know what I'm saying? Like if they just can just tweak it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and use that aggression in the right way, like, you know what I'm saying, like when it's, create the openings for your aggression. Don't lead with your aggression. Create the openings for your aggression. You know what I'm saying? And then when it's time to snap out, you see that more in like. Now this is an area where I can say the men are kind of ahead of the women because you see that in men's fights. You know what I'm saying? Like you see some of these men that are brawler, you see them find they open like Dustin Poirier, for example. You know what I'm saying? Like Dustin Poirier, when he was fighting Benoit Saint Denis, like Dustin Poirier was throwing very good technical punches, man, like long punches, hooks. You know what I'm saying? His jab was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And then when he caught Benoit Saint Denis with a good punch, then you seen the brawler and Dustin Poirier come out. Then you seen Dustin Poirier start throwing them big looping hooks that he throws, you know what I'm saying, and hurting Benoit Saint Denis. Like those combinations started flying off. That's what I'm saying.
Nice setup, yeah.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Kind of, and another thing too, kind of like what Zhang Wei Li and Joanna was doing in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like they was, it was a lot of technique. And then both of them, it seemed like simultaneously opened up the opportunity to start brawling, meeting in the middle and brawling, and it worked for both of them. That was the hell of a fight.
Yeah.
So but I wish some of these fighters like O'Neal and like Amanda Ebos, and I'm even go as far as saying like Montana De La Rosa, like if these girls that like the brawl. You know what I'm saying? Like, set it up, set the brawls up, set the opportunities up. You know what I'm saying? Don't just blindly start swinging. Even Juliana Pena, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't just blindly start swinging, man. Like, set that shit up and then use it when it's time to use it.
Yeah, Juliana Pena, man. Like, I think it would be smarter for her, to fight behind her jab, and when she gets her opponent hurt, then she needs to start hooking.
Right? Yeah.
You can't go in there and telegraphing that stuff because it just leaves you like wide open for being knocked out.
Right.
Like Dern, exactly. Dern could have won that Andrade fight. She could have won that fight.
She could have. Yeah, because if she would have kept landing them punches like that, eventually it would have broke through the barrier. You know what I'm saying? Like you keep landing crisp and sharp like that, You know what I'm saying? Because even when she was hurt, she fired that 1-2 like bam, bam. I was like, damn. Andrade walked right through it. You know what I'm saying? But like Dern was, that leading with a, backing up with a chin up in the air, going into the pocket with a chin straight up in the air. Like Andrade seen that shit, man. You can't do shit like that against Andrade. Andrade's gonna knock your mother. She gonna knock you on your ass. Period. You can't do that with Andrade. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. So that's it is what it is. Dern got to put that chin down, but she still got her chin wide up in the air too. I'm like, what? I don't know if it's just how her body moves or something like that, man. But she gonna keep getting clipped, like you know what I'm saying. That's the only it's the only reason she gets clipped like that because her chin is straight up in the air.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
It's just another bad habit for her, man. Like she just can't keep it down.
She can't shake it. Yeah, she can't shake it. But these girls gonna keep catching her, man. And one last thing, come before I get off here, I got some things to do before Tough come on. Man, I hate to hear that this is Carla's last fight, bro.
Yeah, this is it, man. This is it.
It's an end of an era with Carla, man. Like Carla Esparza, being a Carla Esparza fan, bro. It's been great being a Carla fan. Like Carla, at one point, man, Combo. Carla was the smallest girl in the division, bro.
Oh yeah,
literally.
Yeah.
Carla never fell out of the rankings. She never fell out of the top 10. She always fought the toughest of the toughest. Win, lose, or draw. She always fought the best fighters in the division. Never showed any fear whatsoever, man. And was able to hold it, was able to get to the belt twice. You know what I'm saying? Like Carla, man. Now you got to show Carla some respect, dude. Like everybody has to show Carla. Carla you think she should be Hall of Fame, being a 2-time champion?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Definitely. Like she's kind of, she paved the way, like from Invicta FC, like when she won the belt over there and she was beating all the girls there, and the way she took the Tough House, and definitely I think she got to be Hall of Fame. She finished Rose in the house, she beat Tisha, she finished Angela Hill, and when you look at her resume, man, she beat a lot of good fighters in.
And then her run to her second title fight, dude.
Yeah.
Like, bro, Carla smoked through the division, bro.
Yeah.
She smoked through. And then I remember when I was clamoring for her to fight for the belt. And then they put Yan Xiaonan in front of her, bro. Because Yan Xiaonan was supposed to be the next best thing. Yeah. Carla smoked Yan Xiaonan, dude. I was like, look at this. Like, look at Carla.
She destroyed her, man. Like
destroyed her.
She was on one in that fight. Like she wasn't playing. Like she was ready for it. When she did that, I was like, yeah. I was like, you got to give her the shot now.
Yeah, man. Carla, I gotta love Carla, man. She just like Carla. When Carla retires, win, lose, or draw, probably win though. But when Carla retires, dude, like when you mention Carla Esparza, dude, you're just gonna have to talk about how tough and gritty she was. Like all those big ass girls in the division, dude, that she, Marina Rodriguez, she beat up Marina Rodriguez, fucking took fights that had no reward whatsoever. Didn't she beat up, who did she beat up? She beat up somebody low. They made Carla fight an unranked fighter.
Okay. I know another thing, I know she got robbed. To me, she kind of got robbed against, I think it was Claudia Gadelha.
It was Claudia Gadelha. Yeah, she got robbed against Claudia, dude.
Yeah.
She got robbed against Claudia.
Yeah, I thought she had won that fight. And that just shows you, man, like that girl was small, but she came in like just beating the odds, with what she had.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. She was, man. So it's crazy, man. That's her last fight. So who did that? Arm Might Movement says, I honestly think Tatiana Suarez is done at this point. What gives you the evidence to support that kind of a statement? Where's the evidence that says Tatiana Suarez is done? I'm just trying to figure out where that evidence is, Combo. Do you have any evidence to support that?
No, I don't think she's done yet, man.
That's crazy. That's a crazy statement, bro.
Hey, you know what? Real quick, I'm gonna say this: low key, Carla Tisha is a BMF fight right there, man. Because
it kind of is, yeah. It kind of is.
I mean, Tisha ain't never been finished, and they fought some of the toughest fighters out there.
You think Carla finishes Tisha though?
No, I don't think she finishes her. Tisha's kind of like hard to finish, man. That girl's like, I don't know. It's like the way she's built. Like you can't knock her out. You can't finish her. Like
Carla gonna finish her in there, bro.
you didn't call her gonna finish.
Carla gonna finish Tisha Torres
Look,
in there, bro.
if Carla finished her, they both retire, and then
I think Tisha need to go ahead and retire anyway.
yeah, this is 10 years. They're coming up on 10 years, man. The strawweight division. It might be time to go.
Man, they falling off, bro. Like you got to think about it. There's gonna come a point in time where there's not gonna be any more Hollies. There's not gonna be Carla. There's not gonna be Valentina, Misha Tate,
Mm-hmm.
Jermaine Durandamy. Like all of them gonna be gone, bro.
Yeah,
all of them gonna be gone, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Because they left over. You know what I'm saying? Those are your leftovers from the first wave of WMMA fighters in the UFC.
Yep. I mean, some of them already leaving. Like Roxanne.
Roxanne gone.
Lauren Murphy coming up on her last fight.
Yep. Lauren Murphy last fight. Who else?
Joanna's gone.
Joanna's gone. Amanda Nunes is quote unquote gone.
Mm-hmm.
And it is what it is. Is Nina Ansaroff still fighting?
No, she retired. Yeah,
she retired too.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, so she gone. That's crazy.
Yeah,
but I'm excited.
Yeah. I think it's getting it's still getting better though. But before you go, last one, BJ, because you didn't answer. I didn't ask you this. Yana and Chelsea, who you got?
I got Yana.
Got Yana. Okay, how's she
doing? This is my last time rooting for Yana.
It's your last time. All right. You about to turn your back, man?
This is my last time rooting for Yana. I'm done rooting for Yana.
Okay. All right.
I'm over Yana and this bullshit. Yana getting on my nerves with this shit, man.
What is it, man? What is it that's disappointing you about her fights, man?
This low fight IQ, man. When did Yana start fighting like this, bro? Like I don't like Yana Santos. I like Yana Kunitskaya, bro. Like I don't like Yana.
You said Yana Santos done chill, right?
Yeah, I don't like the Santos part of Yana. I like the Kunitskaya. I like the Russian Yana. I don't like Brazilian Yana.
Okay.
Ever since she got Brazilian in her now, like, you know what I'm saying? She different.
Mm-hmm. Look.
She different now, bro.
People always trying to crack about Chelsea and the Norma Dumont fight. But I can still rock with her and say, look, she ain't disappointing as far as like being
But
boring.
She got hit. But she got dumped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I get it, bro. She got thumped, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Norma popped her. Like Norma hit her hard as fuck, bro.
Yeah, Norma came in with some street fighting that one. She wasn't playing.
Yana threw a damn club fist at Chelsea Chandler.
I mean, yeah. Norma was not playing in that fight, but so that one I definitely give. I say, yeah, that was a tough fight, but I mean, Yana, man. Yeah, sometimes I don't know what it is, man. She ain't fighting to her capabilities, man. Like you in there getting cracked by girls you shouldn't even be getting cracked by, man.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
She's huge too, man. She's huge, man.
Big fighter, big ass fighter like a damn pup.
I tell you what, man. Manon might have to put to 135 and show her how to use that size, man.
Dude, Manon will be a beast at 135, man. But Yana, she's just too big and too broad and too, you know what I'm saying, strong to punch like that. Like, what's the punching? Like, what's the deal with the punching? Like, he's supposed to be jabbed. Yana's supposed to be snapping heads back, bro. I ain't seen Yana snap a head back since she jabbed Aspen Ladd one of the time, bro.
And then got put out, right?
She landed and then got knocked out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, dude, like, what's the problem, man? But maybe Yana can pull it together.
Aspen Ladd, you know how she do with her ground and pound.
She start that screaming shit. Like, shut up, man. You ain't even doing nothing. Shut up. You ain't even doing nothing. Well, come on, I gotta get off here. My phone is about to die and about to cut off as we speak, bro.
Okay, whatever phone you using, that's the one you got to use, man. Because
it's my old phone. It's my old phone. I gotta use it from now on when I'm talking to you on here, bro. I'm gonna have to use this phone to do interviews and everything with, bro.
Oh dang! All right.
But my computer just don't like StreamYard. Everything else it runs fine, but StreamYard, you can forget it.
All right. Well, I'll let you go, BJ, because I'm about to grab some food and sit down and watch this Tough House too. So,
yes, sir.
So make sure y'all
Tough House been good though. It's been good, bro. One thing I like real quick, I like that Grasso and Valentina are taking the coaching so seriously.
Yeah, honestly, I think Valentina.
Uh-oh.
BJ, so I'll go ahead and no, you muted.
There you go. My bad, bro. There you go.
Okay, yeah, you were muted. Okay, yeah, you said what were you saying about the coaches now?
They taking it seriously.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I think that like I said, Valentina has been a pretty good coach, man. Like really, she's been live in there with them, and really getting them to step up their game.
You be hearing that. Hey, I be like, man, yo, Valentina, shut up with that shit, man. Soon as they land the punches, hey, I be like, yo, shut up, Valentina, for real. And then poor Grasso, little bitty voice don't carry, bro. She be yelling like hell, bro. They don't hear nothing.
They don't hear nothing, man. I just hear her over there like, turn on. I remember did you see her the last fight? She was telling old boy to use his elbow. So he started using his elbow to do the back of the head. And she was like, no. She's like, use your elbow to get up.
Funny, dude. She funny. I think it's funny, but Grasso seems so serious, man, so stoic. Very serious about what's going on. And I love it, dude. I love it. Yeah, like I said, they're taking it very serious. Valentina, and you see how Valentina had to be real with her teammates that was fighting.
Mm-hmm.
She said, you don't use that energy here. You save that energy for the fights.
Mm-hmm. She had to put that mom on him. That's why. That's
what
I'm saying.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Hey, but hey, you see them guys, they learning something from them, man.
Yeah. They learning. But yeah, Combo. Oh, I'm dead. I gotta get my phone cutting off.
Okay, I'll let you roll out, man. I'll catch you if you.
Yes, sir. It's cutting off. It's cutting off.
Okay. All right. All right. BJ just got disconnected. He is gone. But yeah, I'm about to do the same thing. We about to wrap this thing up, jump on, and watch this Tough House tonight. But make sure y'all subscribe to BJ No Filter MMA. I'm about to ask him if he's going live tomorrow or Thursday or something. We can get on over there and listen. But let me see here. 6 said Val is like the Russian lady on Drago's corner in Rocky 4. Oh, yeah, she's got a really, that real hard mentality, man. Which is good. Those guys, they need it too. James said the best coach was Pena was a good coach. Juliana Pena was definitely a good coach in there. Yeah, she was. But let me get up off here, y'all. Good to see everybody. Good chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna shut this thing down now. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe here. And I've been enjoying the Tough House, man. So make sure y'all watch it. It's coming on. Well, it should already be on there in the next 10 minutes. No, it shouldn't be on there. Yeah, it'll be on in the next 10 minutes. Yeah, so yeah, I like Valentina's approach. I respect the no water thing too. That definitely gets people in the right mind. Yeah, BJ said his phone died. Okay, I got you. But yeah, BJ, I was asking if you're on live Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday, tomorrow Thursday, we'll tune in. Yeah, you ain't gonna die from no couple of hours of dehydration. That's why you gotta make sure you hydrated before the fight. Everybody's making it a big deal. Like as far as like, oh man, why she depriving them of water? No, like what do you drink buckets of water while you training? No, like your body can be denied. Your body can be denied 3 to 4 hours if you want to. James said, what do you think about the Bud fight? I got to go back and watch it. I heard that it was kind of close. Some people said it was a draw. Some people said Bud needed to finish in the 11th round. But off of what I've seen, it could be because of Bud only fighting once a year. I get sick of a lot of these fighters just fighting once a year now. I know they all just doing it for the big paycheck and everything, but it could just be really that. Like he moved up to a new weight, 154. And that's your first fight in the year. You were fighting an undefeated guy, somebody with a little trickiness to his style. You got to expect that. Now, if these guys are fighting 2-3 times a year, Bud would know how to handle that. All right, good talk, chat, fam. I'll be back. I'll be live tomorrow. Okay, all right. BJ. All right, BJ. I hear BJ talking about he watching. All right, watch Valentina's lips. Oh boy, yeah, Bud ain't beating Canelo. I told you. Who? I told you. I told you. Didn't I, Six? I told you that. Remember, you said you. I know you said you were picking Bud in that Canelo fight. I said I don't know about that, especially with this inactivity. I told you Canelo still gonna beat Bud. Mm-hmm. And that performance right there kind of proves it because you can't be in there taking shots like that. Pitbull size difference was crazy. Yeah, that's what Pitbull got to expect though. Pitbull got to make adjustments. Wait, Bud wants 150 million for Canelo. Shoot, he ain't getting that. Turkey said they not doing that fight. Yep. Yeah, Turkey said they not doing that fight. Forget that fight. All they need now is Canelo Benavidez and let Bud go ahead and fight maybe Sebastian Fundora if Spence don't do it and move on from there. But the card wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. It was kind of like a UFC fight night card. They had a lot of good matches. Those heavyweight fights were good. I don't know if y'all saw that Jared Anderson knockout, though, man. I got to watch that again, man. That dude was putting it on him. Bud need to put in some size. Yeah, I think Bud's ceiling is 154. I don't want to see Bud at 160 because Bud ain't no Bernard Hopkins. He's not a Winky Wright type of defensive fighter that can move up any higher. Like Bud has a good mixture of defense, offense, and he's really smart, but he's not a pure defensive specialist like Hopkins was that can move. And he's not that big like Hopkins. Hopkins is 6'1". He could go all the way up to 175 because the size and how he fights. Canelo wants 200 million. That's ridiculous. Those prices are ridiculous, man. 200 million for one fight. I honestly think Canelo wins the David Benavidez fight as well, but still, man, like that's too much. 150 for Bud, that's ridiculous. Those prices are really stupid, really. You can pay everybody that 200 million on a card and everybody would be well taken care of. Give the whole card that 200 million. That's what I say. Yeah, how do you want 150 million for a small? That don't make no sense. So I'm saying that's why we need UFC like Monopoly in boxing too. Finally, I agree with you on that, Zom. I agree with you. Like the money has to be spaced out. Like that's ridiculous prices. Like that's what's keeping them from actually putting on like top notch performances because they only fight once or twice a year. Like if you fighting $200 million for one person, you could split that 200 million throughout the whole card, and everybody would have enough money and they'd be well taken. Canelo just getting greedy now. Canelo ain't gonna be able to handle that money his whole life. His whole family don't need that much money. Nobody needs that much money. I mean, if you already made 100 million off the last few fights, like where's all that other money going to go? Give it to some other people that really need it on the card. Split that 200 million down to everybody on that card, so they'll be taken care of, so those other fighters don't have to work. G. Frank said they want to collect big before this turkey dude gets bored. Right. They want to collect all that money before he get bored and start going on to something else. Maybe when he start building department stores or something, or he buy Walmart. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get off of here now. About time for this show. Yeah, BJ said he'll be live tomorrow. Okay, I'll be over there, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit that like button on your way out, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.